I'm Katie, welcome back to my channel. I'm back from my holiday now. It was so much fun, but I was right about the weather when I got back. The weather is so cold. I am so cold. Today I'm going to do some fall autumn makeup. And I thought, why not? Because it will fit the vibe. Okay, so because it is turning into autumn and the days are getting colder, you want to make sure that your skin is hydrated because the cold air proper dries out your skin. So I have already done this, but what I used was the Inculist hyaluronic acid, which is really good for hydration. And then I also used the Simple Light Moisturizer, which is also really good. And the Inculist one is more of a serum, whereas this one is a moisturizer, but they're both really good for hydration. Okay, so I've got a new thing for my brows. It's the Pink Honey Pot, I think this is called. What's it called? Original Super Hold Bubblegum. Looks like this. Pink honey. It's absolutely huge as well. I think I got the biggest one by accident. I didn't mean to get one this size. But yeah, this stuff, I can see why it is so popular on TikTok. Because it is so good. Don't really know what kind of look I want to go for today. I think I'm going to go for something quite dark and a little bit grungy. For primer, I'm going to use the e.l.f. Luminous Putty Primer. I'm just going to put that everywhere. I think for today, I'm going to start with my face first and not do my eyes first, just because I'm not too sure what I'm actually gonna do. I'm trying to figure it out as I go. For foundation, I'm going to use the Maybelline Dream Radiant Liquid Foundation, and I am using that on a Morphe E36 brush. I'm just going to buff that into the skin. Okay, so I've blended my foundation out and now I'm going to use concealer. The concealer that I'm using is the Juvia's Place I Am Magic Concealer, I think it's called, because I fancy a bit thicker coverage today. And I'm just going to put that in all the usual places that I normally do. And then I'm going to buff that out with the same brush that we use for the foundation. Oh my god, look how brightening that is. Oh my god, ow! Ow, that really hurt. Carrying on, concealer done. Now I'm going to use the Ardell Glam Touring Highlight and Contour Stick. Why is it not focusing? There we go. This stick is in the shade Dark, and I'm going to use the darker side of the two dark ones. So that's the light side, that's the dark side, and I'm using this side to contour with. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to rub this on the back of my hand to get some product on there so that it's warm. Then I'm going into that, I'm placing it on my face using the Real Techniques Expert Face Brush. So by warming it up on your hand first, you're not struggling so much to blend it out. If you put it directly on your face, and then you're going to make it look really muddy because you're blending it with your foundation. Still not quite sure what I'm going to be doing with this look. I'm not sure if this is the right shade for me. It's a little bit warm. For my nose contour, I'm using the same product but a different brush, and the brush is the Morphe E62. I was thinking of like putting blush on and like blending it into the eyeshadow, but I don't know what colours I'm doing, so I don't know what blush colour to do yet. I'm going to make my own blush because I don't know what colour I'm going to do, and I want it peachy but dark, but not too dark, so I'm going to mix these two together. These are the P. Louise Basic bases. This one is Cute in Coral and this one is Adore Me Apricot, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to mix them on the back of my hand and hopefully I like the colour. Okay, so this is the colour that it's come out as, this one here. It's quite, I'm going to have to see because it looks very similar to the contour shade, but I don't know if that would look good or bad. Ooh. Okay, we're just gonna go for it. If it looks bad, then I don't know. We'll make it work. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. So yeah, I was gonna like blend it up so that most of the pigment is in this section here, and then diffuse it. Oh dear, I'm gonna sneeze. It's very intense, and I've got so much left on my hand. I'm gonna take it across the bridge of the nose. Okay, so I'm gonna set my under eyes and the rest of my face with the RCMA powder, but I'm not going to set like my eyelids because I want the eyeshadows to stand out as much as possible. Also, the brush that I'm using to do this is the P. Louise 673 brush. If you saw that, that was really cool. If you didn't see that, you just missed out on something really cool. For highlighter, I'm going to use the Makeup Revolution X Friends palette for one colour. I'm going to be mixing these as well. So I'm going to use this orange shade in the middle, which is called Loyal. And then to mix that with, also I'm using Summer Lovin' out of the Vacation palette by P. Louise. Oh my god. Can you see that? And the brush that I'm using to apply this is the P. Louise 721 brush. And then I'm going to use a P. Louise 118 brush just to get the end of my nose and like the smaller, more precise places I normally highlight. Okay, so I just put some more of that Adore Me Apricot base on the back of my hand, and I'm going to use this as a base for my eyeshadow now. I think I want to keep this look very orange based. What I'm doing is I'm literally just putting this on the lid and just tapping it in place. This doesn't set down until you set it with an eyeshadow, so this will stay wet. The brush that I'm using is the P. Louise 126 brush. To deepen up that colour, I'm using the shade Vitamin C out of the Vacation palette, and I'm using a Morphe M456 brush. And what I'm doing is I'm just gently going around the edge of that shade. Try not to blend it out too much as well. More stamp it, because the blusher here and that is going onto the eye slightly. Don't want to make the blusher dark, so I want to keep this nice and neat and then blend it out into the blusher shade with lighter shades than this. Oh my god. I haven't zoomed you in. Oh well. You get the gist. So yeah, just going back and forth, just blending. Then if you feel like you've taken away too much of that first colour, just use whatever's left on your brush just to push it back a bit. So it kind of is a spotlight eye look. I'm just going to deepen up that outer edge slightly, and to do that I'm using the Morphe 9T palette and I'm using the black shade, and I'm literally just gonna slightly deepen up, not much at all. And then I'm just gonna go back and forth with the other shade, and I'm using a P. Louise 124 brush. To make sure the blusher and the eyeshadow blend nicely together, I am using the P. Louise Pro Blusher palette. Out of that I'm using the Sun Drenched shade and this one which is called Always Cheeky, and I'm mixing them together just like how I did with the bases before, and I am using that blusher shade to then blend the eyeshadow into the blusher. Also, the brush that I'm using to do this is the Morphe 272 brush. That looks so good. Now I've looked at it, I think I will put a bit of black in the inner corner. I'm going to go back in with that highlighter mix that we did before, and I'm actually going to place it in the centre of this eye, and then I'm just going to diffuse it out a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to quickly fill my brows in using the... Okay, let's try that again. I'm going to fill my brows in with the P. Louise Oh So Brow eyebrow pencil. This is in the shade Espresso. I'm also going to put that black shade underneath my eyes as well, but I'm going to leave a gap in the middle because I'm also going to put that highlighter shade there. Eyeliner. I'm using the Makeup Revolution Kohl eyeliner in the black shade, and I'm just tightlining and also putting this in the waterline. Look at my hand. Yeah, that is gorgeous. The lip pencil that I'm going to use to line my lips is the, what's this? It's from Primark. It's just called a lip liner pencil, but it's in the shade Spice. I don't think I've actually used this yet, like, properly. Look at that colour. If that's not a autumn colour, I don't know what is. Okay, I'm going to use the P. Louise lip base in the shade Semi Nude, and I'm going to use a brush to apply that onto the centre of the lip. No, that doesn't look good. I'm going to put this all over the lip. No, that looks good. The lashes that I'm going to use are the P. Louise Pro Lash Book lashes. I'm going to use the Blink in Beauty, and I'm going to apply that with the Duo Glow. And then while I'm waiting for my lashes to dry, I'm going to apply some mascara on the tops and bottoms of my lashes. This is the Maybelline Lash Sensational Mascara. Okay, so oh my god, I actually love this look so much. It's quite dark, but it's still like pretty looking, like it doesn't look too much. This is my first look of the Halloween / autumn looks. So this is the end of the look. Hopefully you've enjoyed it and you like this look. Please follow me on Instagram and TikTok to see more of my looks and also this look, because I will be posting this look as well. I'll leave my name on the screen and I'll also link it in the description. Everything that I've used today will be linked. Everything that I've used today will be linked in the description as well. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Oh, I don't know if I've said, but if I have said, please subscribe to my YouTube channel as well so you can see more videos like this. And yeah, bye! Bye!